The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
At their 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to...
Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll run here with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now it's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. 15 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On play action, it's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run it with Carson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Being chased out left. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Carson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Newton escaping the pressure right. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Newton trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons.
Upon